This time, I will introduce a collection of Reddit reactions regarding Sukuna vs Gojo. Please be aware that this contains spoilers for Jujutsu Kaisen up to chapter 230. Sukuna out here giving brain damage to a kid with his malfunctioning shrine. Malfunctioning shrine instead of malevolent shrine made me laugh out loud. If Megumi ever gets his body back, he'd be too stupid to even run Twitter. He could definitely run X just fine though. Imagine Megumi finally gets his body back only to live in a comatose state for the rest of his life. It's like D4C, Love Train, except all the bad stuff only goes to one person. Link to an image of Sukuna getting a taste of his own medicine. If you're having a problem following this arc, here's a cheat sheet. Exposed, Sukuna is a fraud. Gojover, man. It's Gojover. Exposed, Sukuna is a fraud. Gojover, man. It's Gojover. Exposed, Sukuna is a fraud. Gojover, man. It's Gojover. Exposed, Sukuna is a fraud. Gojover, man. It's Gojover. Exposed, Sukuna is a fraud. Gojover, man. It's Gojover. Exposed, Sukuna is a fraud. Less than, you are here. Gojover, man. It's Gojover. Exposed, Sukuna is a fraud. Gojover, man. It's Gojover. Exposed, Sukuna is a fraud. Gojover, man. It's Gojover. Honestly, if it somehow ends with both of them killing each other in a mutually assured destruction move, I would still be satisfied. Gojo winning over Sukuna without dying will make Sukuna's build-up kind of worthless, but Gojo dying after immediately being released from the prison realm is also not really satisfying. Taking each other out feels likely because Sukuna solos the good guys and Gojo solos the bad guys. If either one wins, how does the series continue? There's a theory about how it can continue, though I am not a fan of it. After one of them wins, Kenny swoops in and sneak kills the beaten up winner a la Black Zetsu style. Zaraki Kenpachi? Oh, you just reminded me that he's gonna come back soon in the Bleach anime and I can only get so erect. I mean, if you're saying Kenjaku can kill one of them, then so can anyone strong enough to take on Kenjaku. If Gojo dies, then all the Jujutsu High guys will absolutely go in to finish the job and vice versa. But I don't think that happens. If either side decides to come in and try to kill the winner, the other side will come in to stop it. What if he steals Gojo's body? Am I tripping with the idea that Kenjaku is looking for a chance to steal Gojo's body? Edit, NVM just read somewhere that it's impossible to get the 6 eyes so A. If anything, Kenjaku is probably trying to absorb Sukuna tbh. Is Sukuna right now considered a curse or a cursed user or a cursed object? I'm confused on this topic, but if Sukuna was defeated, they try to take him out of Megumi, maybe he can use curse manipulation to steal Sukuna or something. Man, I'm just waffling at this point, lol. Personally, I just hope that Gojo wins, but the massive risks taken and overuse of all his abilities causes them to, mostly, burn out. Maybe not permanently, but for long enough for the plot to wrap up. If Gege hadn't stated that he's wrapping it up soon, I'd expect a time skip to raise the power levels of the main cast higher to rival Kenny, but Also, can you imagine how fucking badass it'd be, if they were losing to Kenjaku and suddenly Gojo is hanging in the sky? If it was permanently, then this series would become My Hero Kaisen. Itadori might have the birth secret and that power gets woken up or something. Maybe 8 eyes. Lol. Winner will get heavily nerfed, I think, brain damage for now. Kenjaku is sitting back making Sukuna and Gojo release unmatched levels of cursed energy which he needs for the Tengen merger. It seems more likely now that they will receive permanent brain damage. We don't even know if they can use their domains after they recover or not. If one of them wins and doesn't die, they'll just be incapacitated for the rest of the series due to exertion. If it's Sukuna who lives, he'll just be out of commission until Yuji has to fight him in the finale. I said this in another thread before, but they both need to be incapacitated for the story to move on. They are both too OP for the rest of the cast to be able to do anything. Theoretically, Sukuna would be majorly worn down right after the fight even if he did win, and will not have his domain expansion available to one-shot them. The strongest of the available Jujutsu fighters could potentially gang up on him. The chances of success would be low, but it's higher than the absolute zero it was before he lost his ability to expand domains.